Hi, it's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Houston at our 30th anniversary of Breakbulk Americas. And Sam Holmes from Wood has joined me in the studio. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you very much.
Well, I have to say that Sam holds a special place with Breakbulk. He started here as a student in our education day and now has, I think, been a panelist 2 years running, working for a phenomenal EPC. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, Les.
Excuse me. Sam was joined by several colleagues, and they did a presentation, a demo in our Tech and Innovation Hub. So he's going to tell us about that.
Yeah, so what we did today with the presentation was to be able to demonstrate in terms of the technology that we use on a major move that we did about 18 months ago in the Netherlands. One of the complexities of that project, it was a almost a 35 feet tall piece. And,
What was it, Sam?
it was a chemical injection skid. That is used to inject chemical into the oil development process for offshore project. Currently, it's been commissioned in Israel. So one of the scope of that project was to involve a truck movement from the shop to a barge roll out location, and then get onto the barge, and then take it to the nearest port, and then offload it from the barge onto the quayside of the deck, and then from the dock side onto the vessel. So one of the challenges that we had with that project was the street where this fabrication facility was. It was very narrow, and then also we had only 6-inch clearance to get out of the shop. So I don't know how in the world we initially built that we picked that supplier, and they were able to build that skid, but we were not able to get it out initially.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so we had to remove some components from the skid to be able to get it outside of the shop. But even with that, we were only dealing with a 6-inch clearance. And so I felt the need that to be able to give all of the stakeholders a peace of mind, we were able to use the technology that we currently use offshore for inspections. And so it was the very first time that we were able to deploy that technology within the project cargo industry to be able to live stream or load out to see every step of the way during the movement of that cargo. And the technology provide a multi-channel communication. So basically, I was here in Houston, and we had a project manager on site overseeing the operations, and then of course the folder Crane Worldwide that we use, their operation U.S. office was here as well. So we had like a situation room, and so I was able to pull the live stream on a projector, and we also sat in the room, and of course Crane Worldwide was on another side of Houston. We could all simultaneously see what was going on.
And could you communicate with one another while you're watching this live stream?
Yes. So we have multi-channel communication. So we could interject at any time. And one of the unique thing about this is that from a safety and cost standpoint, is very important because think about the time that is involved in the process. If I would have to travel to Europe, also the forwarder also had to travel to Europe, so that's a lot of cost savings and time. And then also there's a safety component to that, right? We give all of our contractors the ability to stop work in case something happens. So during that process of that movement, let's say from the shop to the barge, roll on location, and of course from the barge to the port, anytime in that process, if we would have seen an unsafe situation, we could have immediately intervened and stopped work, and then fix the problem, and then get back to the operation as well.
Right, and this way you have so many eyes on the process, right? It's just not one guy or 5 guys on site. You all can be looking at it from your own perspective.
That's correct, and that's a unique thing about this. And you can have up to 21 people at any given time, and all everyone can hear the same conversations, and you can actually draw. Let's say, for example, if I were to see a specific area that I want the person on site to focus that camera on, I could circle that area and say, "Hey, can you zoom in to that particular area and then see what exactly I wanted to see, and anybody else?" And so, in a given time, you could have a lot of different experts. You could have engineering in the room. You could have logistics. You could have the procurement folks, and anybody could provide, and safety as well could be in the same room. So instead of having to send all of those people to Europe, they'll be in a room, and you have one person on site, and can provide simultaneous, real-time communication information and feedback to whoever is executing the operation on the ground.
Absolutely. That is fascinating. So you'll be using this technology again?
Yes, I mean, eventually in the future, because this was the first time that we used it, and I know, like, even like there are some other companies that are looking at it has a value added, because just think about, you've been able to give your client full visibility to what's going on, especially for a critical move. And I think that could be a value added service for a freight forwarder, and I think also it could be applicable to the marine warranty surveying area. It could be applicable to inspections. Let's say maybe crating, for example, if you had equipment that needed to be crated overseas, you could have a full live view of the operation going on, and you can actually sit from your office overseas, maybe 1,000 miles away, and actually direct exactly what you want them to do.
That sounds like it has so much potential, and congratulations on a successful first test.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing that footage. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.